Streams live.
Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Phillies post-game show, special edition with
Yes.
Mom and I. So we've got a lot to talk about tonight. We are talking about Alec Bohm being completely on fire with a 15-game hit streak. Rojas is going to be he's killing it. He heated up at the right moment and saved that last game. And also, there are some position changes as well that we need to talk about. So, Tom, what have been your thoughts on this past game?
Well, we'll start with last night. We'll move into today. I'll start with that.
Sounds good.
We'll because I don't think we did a post game show really yesterday, just because everybody fell asleep after their high adrenaline Sixers win. Watching they went the adrenaline fell off a cliff. That being said, I was ready to go to bed last night, and then I'm at the top of the steps, and I hear a crack in Castellanos, and I'm like, all right, Casty, tie game. I guess I'll watch extras. 12:40. It's 12:45 at night, but I guess I'll stay up a little longer, and then Rojas takes the lead for us, who, quite honestly, I was ready to put money down that he'd hit at least one home run because I think the betting line was like plus 1,600. He'd hit zero, or that he'd hit only one, that he actually hit a home run this year. Even like most betting odds said he wasn't even going to hit one. So he hit one finally this year. It was marvelous. Then we move into today, and the bat's not so much alive. 18 strikeouts. They were searching diligently. I know in the ninth inning, Scott Franzke said they were still looking through. They finally started looking through the 1800s for the last time they struck out 18 times and won the game. So this might be a first. I can't confirm that, but this might be a first time they've struck out at least 18 times and won the game.
Yeah.
So
yeah, I don't know. It was definitely a weird game. It was a weird atmosphere today too. Like, I don't know how, I know we are off to the hottest start that we've had in a very, very long time. However, there definitely are some things that are a little bit off. You guys want to see a little buddy that's running around right now. Hopefully he behaves himself. I'm watching you, mister, in the background. Yeah. Pick up. Want some more snacks? I'll just chuck him lettuce the whole time.
Sure. So let's get to those position changes we were talking about, because that kind of leads into today. So we had some interesting lineup choices today. We had Turner at DH. We had Sosa at short. We had Whit Merrifield at second. We had Schwarber seeing some outfield time. And
wow.
Not ideal having to see him touch grass underneath his feet, but he looked good. He had a sliding catch, I think in the 7th or 8th inning. And the last out of the game, I went, oh no, because it looked like it was going to be a home run lit up by Soto. And like, if you had Marsh out there, he could rob it. I thought it was going to be one of those ones that just barely goes over the fence. And by some miracle, it stayed on the warning track, so all he had to do was stand there and catch it. I'll take that. He looked great for his once a month. I'm hoping it's just a once a month appearance in left field, because there were a few. I think if you had a little bit more speed out there, we could have made this a little easier of a game for Wheeler, who only went 5 innings today. He gave up one solo shot, but other than that, he still looked good. Gave up 5 hits, but he worked around it. Limited the damage to only the 1 run. He looked good. Strom looked good. Orion Kirkering looked good. Alvarado was lights out as usual. Oh, Gregory Soto gave me a heart attack as usual.
Yeah, that was not great.
He at least got it done. Like, we were ready to post something, and then I think, right, Ash? And then it was like, hold on, wait. He might have lost it for us instead. Instead of 21 wins, we're still sitting at 20 is what it was looking like there for a second.
Yeah, no, at that point I was getting ready to post last night. I literally, because I assumed that the Sixers were going to lose, I'm watching the game and the post was literally written out. All I had to do was hit post. And then obviously I was like, hold on a second. It seems like, in my opinion, we cannot have one team like giving us like a free night off.
No.
Lately, they've just been both stressing all of us out, which is, a thing.
It's the Philly way. The Eagles did it every game this season, and now,
yeah.
And now the Phillies and Sixers are doing it, and the Flyers did it. The home stretch there of just be normal and win a game, and instead they fell completely apart when they played They need to win one more game essentially, and you played the two worst teams in the NHL 3 times.
Yep.
That last week.
Yeah, it was terrible. Completely terrible.
I'm still not over that, if you couldn't tell.
Yeah, no, I had no idea.
But Phillies look good. I'll be honest too. After the Sixers game last night, I even turned off the Sixers as soon as I saw Phillies' first pitch, because when the Phillies' first pitch was going on, Sixers were down 94-90, and they just gave up a mid-range shot, and I was like, it's over.
It's over. Then, no, I did too. Yeah.
And then Maxey has his 4-point play. They give up another 3 or something like that, or foul shots. So I forget exactly how it went down. And then he hits his monster 3 from the logo. I'm like, okay. I'm getting texts. I'm like, no, I'm keeping the Phillies on because my superstitious ass was like, they're going to lose if I change this back, and it's going to be all my fault.
Absolutely. No, it totally would have been your fault.
I changed it when there was 0.2 seconds left in overtime, and the Sixers were definitely winning, so I could see the Knicks fans cry because they're all obnoxious assholes. They're all essentially They are Mets fans too, and they're all just as obnoxious as Mets fans.
Yeah, I can't disagree with that at all.
So
okay, moving on. Do we want to talk about Rojas specifically?
We can. I mean,
if you want to, or if you want to move into Great Road Trip, up to you. We can do whatever.
Yeah, let's start with Rojas. We'll start with the micro, move to the macro. Yeah. Rojas has looked like a stud, and finally, like, his glove's always been there because of his insane speed. I'm just happy he's finally picking up his on base percentage, because I really don't care about his batting average. If he walked a million times, guess what? That's essentially a triple. Well, every walk, because he's so damn fast. So as long as he's picking, that's the one stat. Like, everybody wants to compare like your WAR, your B WAR, your F WAR, your Q WAR, your I don't know what other type of WAR. I want to focus on one stat for Rojas. Actually, 2 stats, I should say. I want to focus on in his on-base percentage and his stolen bases. That's all I need to focus on with Rojas. I don't expect him to be an RBI guy. I have 8 other guys, theoretically, Castellanos minus at this point, so really 7 other guys in this lineup who can drive in runs. I want them to drive in the runs. I want him to create an abundance of pressure. Like, I remember playing even in high school. Oh, you see it in college, guys getting flustered minor league ball, and you can't say it doesn't still happen at the major league level to a degree. But all those stolen bases causes pressure and flusters a pitcher and catcher, and like makes the defense have to rethink, reevaluate, figure out where they got to throw the ball. Like, it puts stress on the infield, on the outfield, all the position players, the pitcher. He's got to actually focus. He can't just focus on batter. He's got to focus on the runner and the batter. He's got to remember he only has 2 pickoff attempts, which came into play last night, where they tried to pick off Turner 3 times, and it was a balk. Got us an insurance run, and which made Rojas's go-ahead home run important, because otherwise it would just really, I think it would just they won by 2. So it would have just been win by 1 instead.
Yeah.
But still, like,
Rojas is my younger brother's favorite player on the team right now. He has always been the biggest Rojas fan. I've never understood it. So he has been particularly excited the last couple of days. So our family group
time to shine.
Have looked a lot like the 302 Birds group chats during Phillies lately.
There you go. It's just like, see, I told you. I told
and that's
you.
Pretty much how it was. Never doubted him for a minute. I'm like, really? You never doubted him ever?
I doubted him as much as a wet fart. So, to put it lightly.
Yep. I remember probably, was it 2 weeks ago on the show, you were saying how much of a terrible player he was, and yada, yada, yada.
It was so frustrating. He wasn't getting down bunts. He couldn't hit. He was popping it up, trying to hit for moonshots. Dude, I need you to hit line drives, and I need you to get a bunt down. You are the Flash of baseball, and you're telling me you can't get a bunt down? That is criminal coaching behavior from little league, minor leagues, high school, college, minors, low A, high A, double A, triple A, major leagues. No one taught you how to bunt, and you're this fast. So I'm glad the last week or two he finally figured out how to bunt too, because that's also how he's been getting on. He's been he notices okay, it's a bunt situation anyway. Yeah. Why don't I bunt for a hit? So that's what he does. And
it's working right now. I mean, yeah, it's working.
It's working for him. It's working for us. It's a beautiful simulation.
Yep.
And I probably misused that word, but it's fine.
Yeah, a little bit, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thanks.
Sometimes I try to sound fancy, but it doesn't work out.
We are not fancy on the show.
No.
Sorry. Not the slightest.
That's why I'm wearing Castellanos' son's headband, Liam.
His son was popping off in spring training. It was impressive.
He was.
It was.
He is a mini Nick Castellanos. That dude is more stylish than I have ever tried to be in my entire lifetime. He has more style in him in 15 minutes than I've had in my whole lifetime.
Yep.
But that's on brand for me, so it's fine.
Okay. In terms of topics, do we want to talk about Bohm? Have we touched on him yet?
Not really. Well, yeah, let's talk about him.
Okay, perfect.
I did a lot of talking there. You can start this time.
It's exciting to see him playing so well. I have always been a fan of his. I think he is a very, very strong young player. And for him I know last season he had a pretty long streak too. So I'm hoping that, again, we can kind of get up. I think, wasn't he 18 or 19 last season? Something around there? If I'm remembering right. What?
Are you talking age?
No. I'm talking in terms of base hits and consecutively in games.
Oh, yeah.
He was 18 or something like that.
I think it was 14 because today was his longest hitting streak.
Okay.
Of his career.
We're getting there.
Yes.
I got there. So we are right along those same lines. I'm hoping that he can continue that and kind of be one of the players that we need to be able to take this deeper into the playoffs moving forward.
I if you look at his stats right now, everybody wanted us to go get they didn't see Bohm as probably being an elite third baseman, but right now in terms of third baseman in the MLB, he's first in home runs, first in RBIs, first in on base percentage, first in slugging percentage, first in WAR, every offensive stat you can imagine, he's first in right now, and I don't think we anticipated him being. I think everybody thought Austin Riley of the Braves was going to be the stud of the century this year, which he's having a phenomenal season too. Not to knock him. I would love to be able to knock the Braves, but he's having a phenomenal season too. I can't say he isn't. But Bohm has been out of this worldly, so far this year. And I remember, I think it was last year in June, he turned it on, and he batted 400 for the month of June or something like that. Something ridiculous last year. So it's exciting to see him finally develop into the guy that we thought. Like 2020 was his rookie year. He debuted. He was like the one bright spot out of that whole team, besides obviously Bryce Harper and Real Muto. Oh, but like missing the playoffs, it was like, okay, what's a positive takeaway to take from 2020? It was boom, and he kind of regressed in 2021. 2022, he had this I fucking hate this place moment where he had 3 errors in the game and when in one inning against the Mets, and he personally allowed 500 runs, and then he like finally worked at it. Like he is one player. He might not ever be like the Mike Schmidt or like the Babe Ruth of the world or like LeBron James. Like he might not ever be the GOAT. But there is one thing I have to give him credit for over all the years. I cannot say he hasn't worked on his craft. He's all of a sudden he's a reliable fielder. Is he the Brooks Robinson of third baseman? No, but he's reliable now. Like before, it was like, oh Jesus Christ, it's into its third. Is it gonna be in it? Like you closed your eyes before. Now it's like, okay, I know Boom's got this. He'll charge. He'll be able to do what he needs to do. You know,
Yeah.
like I have all the faith in Alec Boom now. Now he has evolved and progressed at a wild pace, and it's been phenomenal to watch.
Yeah, no, he's really a fun player to watch. And we don't, to be completely frank, we don't need him to be the next Babe Ruth.
No.
We don't. We need a solid player who can be consistent, because right now consistency is something that this team has struggled with year to year. We need somebody that can be consistent and can be that person that we can rely on. And I think moving forward, I really have a good feeling about him being that person moving forward.
I do so. He's been phenomenal. Absolutely phenomenal.
Can I third that real quick while I'm eating dinner backstage? What's
Jesus
up,
Christ, can you at least swallow before you talk?
Bomer's just so hot, Tom. I can't. Oh! No, in all seriousness, though, the step that this guy's taken, like I was listening to you a little bit backstage, Tom, talking about from I fucking hate this place to now on Saturday, I believe that they're giving out I love this place shirts to kids 14 and under.
Yes, they are.
Yes, they are.
That's a pretty cool transition. You know what I mean? And he's found his home. He's found his way. The dude's put on some weight. And I think the main thing that we all see is he's taken it more seriously. And in life, in whatever you do, when you take it more seriously, you're going to improve. You're going to get to where you want to be. And seeing that this guy really took it seriously is pretty cool. So go Boomer.
Go Boomer, indeed. If there's ever a guy you just want to see succeed because he's worked so hard, like you can see him actually working hard, it's him. Like it's hard to like now like after like we booed him when he's the night of his infamous I fucking hate this place night. We got our booze out, and now
it's great.
Now it's great. Now he's a fan favorite. Now we love him. He gets along with us. We love him. He loves us. You know, it's just like Barney said, I love you. You love me. We're all one big happy family.
Very well constructed there.
There you go. I'm taking this analogy a little too far. But you get my point. Like,
when is it contract time with him? When does that hold?
I want to say it's soon because I think he had arbitration this year. And because he got brought up by us, that gave us another year of like control over his contract, essentially. But like he had to meet about what the actual salary would be and stuff like that. It's almost like kind of like how franchise tagging works in football. Mm-hmm. To me, that's probably the best the best comparison I could think of, but it's all good stuff with Boomer.
Yeah, seriously. I would like to keep him around for a long time. And yes, he is up. We need to figure something out at the end of the season.
Yeah. Do you guys think it was a mistake that the Phillies didn't pull a Howie and see where the market's going and let that get to arbitration? Or Do you think it was going to go there anyway?
You mean with Dave Dombrowski?
Yeah. So
Not Howie?
Basically the Phillies organization, do you think that they should have tried to lock him up? Because it's looking like after this season, it's going to be a couple more bucks, I bet.
I feel like John Middleton at this point just doesn't care, and he'd rather just win a championship. Because, like, here's the thing: baseball doesn't have a true like salary cap like all the other sports have.
Yeah.
Like, it's a luxury tax, which means they have to pay into this pool that anyone who's under the luxury tax gets access to those funds. So I don't think
paying for other people's teams by paying for your team, but if you have enough money for it, who the fuck cares?
Yeah, and all the teams who are under the luxury tax right now, for the most part, are dog shit. Like, other than the Royals, like the A's, they suck as we expected. The Angels suck as expected. The Rockies suck as expected. Like, all those teams are under the luxury tax, all suck. So the Pirates kind of had a good run, and they're starting to fall off finally. Like there's nothing. I'm not afraid of anyone who's under the luxury tax other than maybe the Royals, because the Royals always can find they do Moneyball the right way. Like, they always can find and develop young prospects and whatnot. Actually, hey, they might be the only team that's under a luxury tax that kind of scares me. Everyone else, I'm just like, whatever.
Yeah. Thank you. What's your guys' next topic? What are you guys talking about next?
Our last topic is our make sure that I find the right. Okay. Is the road trip that the Phillies have been on.
7-3.
7-3.
Pretty damn good.
Pretty
It was.
Yeah. Yes.
We finally got some guys heated up that needed to heat up, like Casty. Casty had some homers. Yeah, 2 homers this road trip finally. One in San Diego and one big one last night.
Yep.
Great road trip. The little Harper had a baby on this road trip. I forgot about that. That was
that was the thing.
This was a long road trip.
Feels like forever ago.
I know.
A dream.
We had Papa Harper come back from
Dad strength.
Another girl, right? He's only a girl dad now. Crazy.
He's in his girl dad era.
Mm-hmm.
For real.
Absolutely.
If you would have told me that the Phillies would have been the first team to 20 wins in March, I would have told you were crazy.
I would have told you were crazy too, because they always suck in April. So if this was their sucky month, I'll take the rest of the year.
Well, knock on wood.
I know. I have a wood desk this is on, so it works.
Big wood.
Yeah. But
it's been a good season, though, as a whole.
So far.
And what would make it better, so far is the correct answer. I love how Tom put it, because he knows where I'm going at with this. It's good so far. You need to keep doing this. Keep it up. 7-3 is more than acceptable. I know you're not going to win every game in baseball.
Mm-hmm.
Totally understandable. Win most of them. If you're winning 60, 70% of games, you're great. You're going to be in a very good spot. It's splitting with teams that you shouldn't be splitting with that's going to put you in a bad position. So hopefully, knock on wood, they keep it up. But I don't see – I'll put it to you this way. I don't see this train slowing down anytime soon.
No.
Like, the nice thing about the Phillies is it's not one player going on a streak. They've said this before. They have different guys on different nights do different things. Yep. One night it's the daycare. One night it's the older guys. One night it's all of them. One night it's none of them, maybe. But for the most part,
like tonight,
you're getting exactly. But you find a way to win, and you're getting, you know what I mean? Like, you're getting bats tonight. Maybe not so much. But for the most part, I've seen, at least in my watch history this season, the Phillies are consistently putting up 4 to 5 runs, if not more, a game, which is great. So keep that up too. Hopefully they do that.
Exactly, Mr. Trysig.
What do we got in here? We got Dennis saying the wins are nice, but don't mean anything unless it's October. Essentially, yes. Yep, that's what Tommy believes in too. So
but
important.
You
to
need
have
to
a
win
moment.
now to set yourself up right for October. I can't stand these people that are like, it was only one game. But every game matters. Like, all of a sudden, it's the last game of the season, and you're like, hey, like they just missed getting that top spot or something like that by a game. Well, those games in April and May count just the same at the end of the season. So I'm a proponent of every game matters. I'm full throttle 162 games out of the year, like when it comes to the Phils. Like, if I can't watch because I'm at work or something like that, I'm finding a way to watch still. Like, it's gonna be on my phone. It's gonna like I have my subscriptions ready, Dutch, to watch a game at any given moment. I find a way to watch.
It's
like
radio or something, right?
What?
It's gonna be on the radio or something, right?
Exactly. I'm gonna find a way to listen or watch the game. It's full throttle, 162 out of 162 for the regular season, and then all of Red October.
Yep.
It's instead of 100% Dutchy, it's 200, 300. If I'm at the game, it's 1,000%. I'm causing personally for it to be a dangerously loud environment in Red October. Nothing gets me more hyped up. Nothing gets me higher, Dutchy, than a October.
Hey, there is one thing that will get you more excited than Red October.
What's that?
In November.
Well, sure. All right, fair. You're right. When you're right, Dutch.
When we get to the last week in November, that would be the ultimate birthday gift for Dutch, because my birthday gift is the first week of November. If I could get a parade, I'd be a very happy guy this year. I'm just saying.
You mean you'd be happier than a boys trip to AC like we used to do?
I would be happier than that, yes, because we would do a boys trip to the parade.
There you go. Well, that's very true.
If the Phillies win, that meetup between our friend group is going to go nuts at the parade.
Oh, I'd be down there at 4 a.m.
We're going to be climbing a pole.
Maybe. Possibly. I cannot confirm. We are on camera. We are on camera, Dutch. I can't confirm said crimes.
I plead the fifth, right?
I plead the fifth. Exactly.
I get it. All right. Well, I'm going to hop backstage. I just wanted to jump on here for a second with you guys and tell you guys are doing a great job. If you guys are watching tonight and you see these two new faces, please drop a like, drop a heart, drop a subscription, because they are crushing it. And what the hell is that headband? Is that the daycare?
It is. Hold on, wait. Well,
it looks like a kid in the daycare drew that freaking picture too.
Well, that's because Liam Castellanos did, and they started selling them to help for research for childhood cancer. That's why I bought it.
A good cause for it. Don't worry, but it looks great. I do like it, and I like that you bring up the headband.
Coordinates with his shirt. I mean, he's.
Oh, that was an accident. But yeah, it does.
Well,
At first, I thought it was Duck Dynasty when I came in.
Oh my gosh!
It kind of does. Look, because that's more. Oh wait, hold on.
That's really on the right. You got
Scott, Harper, Castellanos.
It is a cool headband, though. I'm not gonna lie.
It's comfy too. I'm not gonna lie.
Hey, that's all that matters.
And they get even bigger on the flip side. It's like flippable, so they're even bigger on the other side.
Reversible, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, reversible. Thank you. That's the word I should have used.
Like flippable is not the word that we're looking for there.
No, I'm making every English teacher cringe right now.
You graduated. You got your degree. You're good.
Yeah, I do the numbers thing now. I don't do the words thing so much.
Stick to what you're good at, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I'm doing that.
This is why I'm not a marketing major. See you, Dutchy. This is why I wasn't a marketing major.
Oh, goodness. Anything else that we want to wrap up with tonight?
I made some dino nuggies.
Oh, that's fun.
That was the big meal I had to really make. That and some pigs in a blanket and some tater tots.
Yeah, no, I have a feeling my latest college thing has been frozen Cool Whip with chocolate chips at night, and I think that's going to be my dinner tonight.
Oh. But
it's just like ice cream.
Yeah.
So it
sounds yummy at least.
People think I'm nuts, but
it's fine. You get what, 2 more weeks? It's not nuts until you graduate. We used to say that. We used to say it's not nuts till you graduate. It's not alcoholism till you graduate either. So
I'm under covenant. I can't drink until I'm out of here.
Well, that's true too. But that being said,
10 more days.
10 more days. You're allowed to do it, and no one's allowed to question it. That's my rule. Like, you're allowed to, because after 3 years of doing this whole adulting thing after graduating now, which I feel old just saying 3 years. My girlfriend sent me a thing today that she started college 9 years ago. She was a freshman 9 years ago. I'm like, oh, we're old. She's only a year older than me. So, how old does that make me? That's a lot of words to just say, hey, I am a full advocate of letting your freaky self fly in college because this whole adulting thing sucks. You're not allowed to have any fun, essentially. And when you do have fun, you pay for it by, like, people yelling at you for, like, a week of, like, how you're irresponsible for having fun.
Yeah.
So,
I've heard.
don't, and if fun advice for all those graduating soon, if you find yourself a financial advisor who is just pushing life insurance on you because you just graduated, don't walk, run the other direction, because that's not financial advice, but they probably don't have your best interest in mind. They're just in it for the commissions. Just fair warning. I had to learn the hard way.
Fair point. On that note,
see you
next time on the 302 Birds Philly post game show.